Ladies and gentlemen, your next match of the evening to be fought over three-minute rounds in the featherweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the red corner, he enters the cage with a mixed martial arts record of 1 victory, 2 defeats. Representing Kowloon, please welcome Harry Ettridge. And his opponent standing across the cage, fighting out of the blue corner. He enters with a mixed martial arts record of 1 victory, 5 defeats. Representing the unit, please welcome Brandon Elwell. Our referee in charge of the action, Mr. Craig Lawrence.
Back to the action here at Almighty Fighting Championship 6, bout number 8. It's a featherweight contest between Harry Ettridge and Brandon Elwell. Short intermission just between rounds due to the ending of the last fight, and Emil just needing to get his arm checked. But we're back underway here at the packed out O2 Academy. Chris Clark and Danny Missing calling the action from cage side.
And remember, Ettridge was scheduled to fight a couple of shows ago, but due to an opponent pull-out, he never actually got that fight. Elwell I've seen here before on AFC.
Yeah, could be a good fight this. I mean, Ettridge is a bit of a showman. He just likes to compete. Great right hand there. And Elwell, whose record doesn't do him justice. He's a very, very competent fighter.
Ettridge's stand-up though is great. He comes from a predominantly striking background. You can see how he's moving off at angles and just hitting those kicks.
Good left hand from Ettridge. Now these guys are throwing here because Elwell's blocked a lot with his face, but he's been firing back.
Oh, definitely.
Notices his opportunity there on the back of a kick to close the distance and get the takedown. He is on the top position over on the far side.
Elwell fights for the unit, right? Don't matter whether he's blocking with his face or his hands or his legs. They're tough customers.
Elwell with a good left and right hand.
Ettridge has got a bit of a glove issue there, a bit of a wardrobe malfunction.
A bit of a glove malfunction. And this is the thing I don't like about the sort of the gloves, the ones with the sort of big horn round, as I call them, like a shoe horn.
Yeah.
Is that the straps that go over your fingers are quite flimsy. They either break or they come loose. But good left hand from Elwell.
Come back from Elwell there.
Trading low kicks in the centre of the cage.
Ettridge in with about 4 or 5 shots. Hands low. Elwell notices and hits him with a big left hook.
Like I said, Ettridge isn't your typical fighter. He doesn't keep his hands up. Elwell's he's looking to move back, work his angles, hands are up, whereas Ettridge is quite happy. Like I said, he likes the show, but he likes to fight. He's quite happy to take a dig to give one, and he gets hit with a left and right there. Elwell though, very nice, steps back, doesn't charge in.
Look at Ettridge's left leg. He blocked that kick very late. It had already landed and done damage, and then the subsequent follow-up was a 1-2.
What you're trying to say is his left leg currently looks like mincemeat.
It does.
As Ettridge fires a 1-2 of his own. Good jab, right, low kick from Elwell. This has been a good fight.
That switching cross from Ettridge keeps on hitting right on the mark. As you can see, a very marked up face of Elwell. Elwell still in this fight though, and he's coming forward still.
Good left hand from Elwell.
Step.
And another left hand from Elwell
as Ettridge steps in.
All glove shots there from Ettridge.
There's a little bit of blood on Ettridge's face.
I've had a fairly action-packed first round, haven't we, Dan?
Yeah, we have. Those left hooks are finding the mark from Elwell, and what a round we have. We've got a cut above the above the right eye on Ettridge.
It's a tidy cut as well. It's not big, but it's just where it is.
Yeah.
As the rounds progress, you've got to think maybe it'll cut more. The left hand has been the home for Elwell, so given that it is above the right eye, Elwell's corner will probably be saying target that.
Yep. And he was just timing that kick from Ettridge because he holds his hands so low. Every time that leg came up, a left hook came in. And, you know, it's taking its toll. Visibly as well, right above the eye. That's not with blood and sweat pouring into the eyes. It's, like you say, going on through the rounds.
And Elwell, who's taken some of Ettridge's best shots, looks fairly composed, looks good in the far side. Doesn't like he's breathing too heavy, so I think he was getting in his stride towards the end of the first round. I think if he could take the centre of the cage in the second, he could dictate the pace of this fight. But Ettridge, as you said, Dan, he's tough. He isn't going to go away.
No, he's fast as well. And you're going to see, you know, Ettridge is throwing, Elwell's throwing those 1-2s, you know, the big shots. They're landing, they're doing significant damage. Ettridge is throwing that pitter-patter kind of style, and he's getting caught with the lead left hook of Elwell all the time. Bit of blood coming out of his nose as well.
Yeah, so when we move to round 2, round 1, I would not like to have called that for me. First half of the round was more Ettridge. Last half, more Elwell. So close fight thus far as we move into 2. As I said, Elwell looking to control the cage here in round 2.
You can see the confidence shining out of Elwell right now.
Like I said to you, Dan, well, you know him, you've seen him fight before.
Yep.
His record does not do him justice.
No, he's a grafter, and he's got skills as well. But the unit guys always seem to take on tough competition.
Elwell hunting the left hook, misses with the first one, throws a second that lands.
And that kick to Ettridge's left leg is
beautiful.
Really doing damage now.
Lovely from Elwell though, Superman punch, right low kick. And like you say, that left leg is turning to meat.
That's it. A lot of pitter-patter shots there.
Yeah, good defence from Elwell, a lot of them hitting the gloves. Better that time from Ettridge. Straight left, good body kick.
Maybe now he's realising, you know, there's got to be a little bit more enthusiasm, a bit more sting on the end of those punches from Ettridge.
These guys are beginning to throw, Dan.
They are.
We've had some, straight off the knee, we heard that.
Yeah.
We've got some fantastic, we've had some fantastic fights this evening.
Yeah.
And this is another one. Simeon Otley, Jacob Kroll, Simon Bolt, Sebastian Stroker slugfest. This is joining that small contingent, and we're only in fight 8.
I mean, look at the technicality of them both here. There's blood streaming from Ettridge's face, but he hasn't taken a backward step. He's throwing high volume, and I'm impressed with his striking. I'd like to see a little more zip and a little more sting in a couple of his shots.
Good body shot from Ettridge. Left hand misses that time from Elwell. And I think that will be the shot that Elwell will look to land. He'll look to try and maybe soften him up. A couple of low kicks, maybe the right hand, but that left hook. Just as that blood starts. Beautiful right hand.
Just timing that by Ettridge.
Elwell
has a bit of a skimming head kick there.
And the left hand behind it. Because once Ettridge starts getting that blood pouring in his eye, he's flowing from his nose, his left leg is
nice red. Left hook there by Ettridge. Ettridge catches the kick.
Beautiful body shot from Ettridge.
Calling the play-by-play in this fight is impossible.
I don't know what Ettridge is asking the referee about.
I think he believed that kick was a little low.
Well, he should have motioned that it was low rather than just sort of look at the referee.
Yeah, if it doesn't affect you, the referee's not going to stop it.
Beautiful left hand again from Elwell. Last 10 seconds of round 2.
Nice body. He's working the body really well, is Ettridge right now.
And again, a very competitive second 3 minutes.
Yeah, I can't split that. I can't split that.
And your referee, Craig Lawrence, just having a few words with Ettridge saying, what is it that was the issue? Yeah. We didn't see it, he didn't see it.
No. I mean, I took a wild guess it was coming off the back of a leg kick. You know, there's nothing illegal down there except for a low blow. But what I noticed from Ettridge in that second round is it wasn't necessarily the eye cut that we alluded to at the end of the first. It was the nose, it was the blood flowing from the nose, his mouth was open.
Yeah, I think much more of a sort of decisive round. It's very hard to choose my words. It was a close round, but I think if you watch it back, you'll see that Elwell's striking was crisper. A lot more of his punches landed, whereas a lot of the Ettridge's landed on the gloves. Pitter-patter, for want of a better term you used, Dan, during round 2.
Yep.
So, again, it's a close fight, and I think round 3 could sort of, yeah, you know what I'm trying to say. I think the winner could come from this round. It's so close.
Could take the fight. And I'd like to see Ettridge move off on them angles with them kicks like he were in the first round. He was causing Elwell some significant problems and getting his head out of the way.
Great show of respect at the start of round 3.
Nice little left hand there by Ettridge. And a right head kick returned by Elwell. And he just bats that head kick away from Ettridge. And he shoots in for a takedown. We haven't seen much of this in this fight yet. And he secures that takedown straight into side control by Elwell.
And it's probably the smart move going into the third round. I mean, it's been a close fight. We've seen how the judges have scored certain fights this evening, so it could be one apiece. If you make the third round decisive, it's probably a smart game plan from the unit man.
That's it.
He's left his neck in there, but Ettridge is, well, I was going to say, it's not that he'd never, but I'd be very surprised if he gets a guillotine from that position. Elwell.
We saw a floating half-guard guillotine earlier.
Yeah,
right?
I still don't even know how that was on, but anyhow.
That was like a glitch in the game.
Yeah, absolutely. And Elwell's just got to sort of... He's trying to land shots there with his right hand. I was going to say he's just got to sort of sit and hold this out, but I think the longer he does that, Ettridge will probably get the stand-up, so I definitely think he should be. He's moved to mount.
A bit dangerous when a guy's got your neck. You don't want to be, and he's gone high elbow as Ettridge.
And it looks deep.
It
From
is
here,
deep.
his left hand is Elridge's face is red.
Elwell could be going to sleep here.
And if he turns into it like he is, ooh.
This is a questionable boot move by Elwell.
I don't think I've ever seen a guillotine victory from here, but he's given it a good old go, and if he doesn't get it, the latter half of this round, he's going to be shattered. His arms are going to be dead. Elwell's out now and in full mount.
See, he's going to be massaging the lactic acid out of those arms for weeks.
And I think
Elwell is unloading.
And Elwell now has got a lot of time to work, and I don't think Ettridge is going to have an answer. His arms will feel like lead, as you said, Dan.
And look how Elwell's just creepily snuck up into a high mount. The hips of Ettridge are going to do
having a good
nothing.
look at this. Craig Lawrence is going to stop this fight.
He's trying his best to bridge, but that high mount.
Elwell takes the back.
Nice control there by Elwell. A little bit high for my liking, but we've seen crazier things tonight.
And I think, he's flattened him out. I was going to say Ettridge maybe bought himself a couple more seconds there, rolling onto his front.
And he's
just getting hammered at the moment.
That's it. Elwell is unloading. He's punishing Ettridge right now after a very close cut fight. First two rounds. And the thing is,
he's trying to defend himself, so Lawrence can't really stop the fight. 10 seconds to go.
No, it's and he rolls for the back. He rolls for the choke.
Is he going to get the choke?
He sunk it in, and the bell goes.
I don't know if it's got to the bell.
The bell went.
It sounded like the bell went.
The crowd were getting behind Elwell there. And the bell went.
The bell did go.
The bell went there.
So there's a little bit of confusion now as the unit, Jim, just find out that the bell had in fact gone. Well, we'll say the bell the hooter. So he won't get the submission victory, but we will go to our scorecards.
Craig
now,
Lawrence.
That
were close.
I think justifiable in mixed martial arts. If you come close to stopping your opponent at least twice, it's more than warranting of a 10-8 round. So even if he didn't get the finish, I think a couple of those judges will be pushing for a 10-8 round there. It was nothing but absolutely one-way traffic. And I think that has really secured this fight for Elwell.
Definitely. But I would like to say on Ettridge's part, very impressive movement, very impressive stand-up. This is a learning curve at amateur.
A very big chin as well.
Yeah, definitely. And he was well in that fight until Elwell put the grappling on him.
Most people in that position underneath what was probably a good 90 seconds, possibly 2 minutes of shots raining down on him.
I would have liked to have seen a punch count for those first 2 rounds, because that would have been impressive by both guys.
Nonetheless, though, we reach the conclusion of bout number 8, featherweight contest between Harry Ettridge and Brandon Elwell. Our judges just collating the figures on the far side, and we will pass it in case to our MC to make the decision official.
I didn't hear the bell, so I just went, did you hear the bell? We did. We heard like it was, the crowd came alive and it was like, it was probably only 1 second before we went to the start. Well, was that me saying stop or him tapping? No, sorry, him tapping. Yeah, he tapped about a second after the bell. Well, like you said, we were a bit like, was that the bell? We celebrated and then I'm like, bell went. One guy stood up over that side and went, oh, so right, well, the bell's obviously gone. Well, it's going to be a 10-8 round, I mean, that's what we just said.
Fighters to center, please. Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds of action, we go to the judges' scorecards. With the majority decision, your winner in the blue corner, Brandon Elwell. And let's hear it for his opponent. Let's hear it for Ettridge.